Howdy, welcome back, y'all. Today we have got a whole pork belly. We're going to be turning this into bacon. Let's do it. Woo! We were really lucky and managed to get a half of a hog from a local farmer, and came in last week, and so had planned on doing some bacon. And so with this guy we're going to do 3 different types of bacon. We're going to do kind of like a sweet and spicy bacon, a traditional bacon, and then one that has a bunch of herbs and spices and stuff in it. We're going to be curing this with an equilibrium cure, and we'll get into that a little bit later on. But to get started, we just need to third this and then weigh everything. So without further ado, so let's see what it does. Okay, cool. It already looks like bacon. Super good. So to get started, we're going to weigh out all of these 3 pieces. And so we're doing an equilibrium cure, which normally takes a week or 2 to cure. You can do it in your refrigerator. I'm going to be using a vacuum sealer today, but you can use a gallon bag if that's all you have. And so equilibrium cures are really important that you get the ratio of seasonings right. So we're just going to use basic salt, non-iodized sea salt, and then you're going to need to have some prog powder number 1, curing salts number 1, and so this is sometimes has a bad rap, but this is really what keeps you safe when doing these home curing methods. It's going to ensure that no botulism or any other bad bacteria forms on your meat, and then also ends up killing you. So we're going to do 2% salt, and we're going to do 0.25% curing salt. So that's going to leave us about 3.44 of the curing salts. I'm going to use this little micro scale. It's just a little bit more accurate for smaller things. Okay, our regular salt measurement is going to be 27.5 grams. Measure that out. Now that we got everything measured out, we're going to coat this entire piece with the salt. So I'm going to try to do half of it on one side, and then take half my pink curing salt and do it on the other side. You want to get it coated, but during the equilibrium curing process, this will actually create its own brine. It'll create its own brine in our bags, and so this guy is ready to go in. Okay, so now we need to get as much of this salt in here as we can. So the traditional and the and like the sweet peppery one, those are going to be dealt with like when we actually start to do the smoking process. But I wanted to try this one. Josh Wiseman, as I'm sure all of y'all know, does one that has ginger, or not ginger, has spices and stuff in it. So we're gonna try that. I've never done that while making bacon. I just went and grabbed some fresh rosemary from the garden, and then I got these juniper berries. I'm going to be a monster and just crack them right here on the table. And we're going to throw these juniper berries in. Now all there is to do is seal these up and vacuum and seal. Okay, so that's all there is to starting an equilibrium cure. These are going to go in the refrigerator for about 11 days. They're a little bit thicker. The good thing about an equilibrium cure is it does reach an equilibrium in its curing process. So if you miss your target date by a couple of days, that's fine. It's not going to make a big impact on the end product. Yeah, I will say if you are using a Ziploc bag that you should make sure that you turn these every day. Like I said, this will make a brine, and with the Ziploc bag you can't get the air out enough so that the brine totally surrounds the meat, so turning it every day ensures that you get full coverage of it. So these are going to be in here for 11 days, and then when they're done we'll come back and we're going to smoke them. Well, it's hard to believe that it's already been 11 days. These guys are ready to smoke. We got to wash off all of the excess salt and cure off of these, and then we'll go set up outside and smoke them. We're all washed up. I'm just going to let these sit and dry. Let's get the grill started. So we got the grill going, and we're going to do 3 different styles of bacon. We're going to do kind of a classic, a sweet and kind of peppery one, and then an herby one. So there's nothing to really do with the traditional style bacon, so we're gonna get over here and start on this kind of sweet and peppery. I'm just gonna take some brown sugar and coat the top. And we're gonna really try to get a lot of pepper on it. So if you remember correctly, we did some rosemary and some juniper berry on this, so I'm going to come back in with some garlic powder. And we'll hit it with some onion powder. And then we're going to get some dried rosemary on it. So these have been sitting in the refrigerator for about a week. We went on vacation with my family. Thanks to my brother for making that such a special occasion and really allowing that trip to be as good as it can. But on to these beautiful pieces of bacon. So if you remember, we've got the rosemary and the herby one. We've got the brown sugar and pepper, and then just the classic ones. So let me grab some bacon that I've already fried up and give it a taste. We'll start off with let's start off with the regular one, and we'll get more complex in flavor. It's just a classic bacon. Has a good level of salt in it. You can kind of taste some of the smokiness from the smoking process. Just all around a great bacon. Better than you're going to get at any store. So next, let's try this pepper one. This is the pepper and the brown sugar. Has just beautiful buttery texture. You get a little bit of the sweetness from the brown sugar, and then you get like this little bit of pepper here and there that really adds a little bit of dynamic taste to it. And then the last one that I really am excited about. Oh. This herby one, just as buttery as all the other ones, but you can really taste that garlic and that onion powder, and then you get some of that rosemary. You just can't beat it. One of my favorite reasons for making homemade bacon is that you can make flavor combinations that you just can't get in a store. You can really dial it in. You can make bacon for specific dishes. All around, you should try this. Super easy process. And it goes quick. I want to thank you for stopping by today. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Woo!
Cool.